If you get me talking about any education for like this amount of time, you'll probably start hearing me talk about like the whole thematic approach to education and how much I love it. Oh, I love it. I adore it. Yes, I do. I really love that whole thematic, like just working together on like one idea, one theme that everything else can just like come into that. And to me, like it's just a beautiful, beautiful way of teaching. And I've had people ask me, well, can I sort of like get that? How can I homeschool with it with a thematic approach? And I'm here to say, oh, yes, let's do this. Let's look at this, how we can be adding the thematic approach into your homeschool curriculum. Hi, and welcome to Learning Life, and thank you for joining me today. Oh, this is a topic that I love. I might say that too much. Oh, but I love education. And yes, I love thematic learning. I really do. I just love how it is rich and all-encompassing, that we can just really explore and just have like a lot of fun with it. Is this something that's new for you? I mean, I did do a video on what actually is the thematic approach, and you can check that out. But, let's look at how we can be doing it today, because, when we can be answering these questions, it helps us in our learning journey, in our learning life. And that's why I bring these videos. So thank you for watching, for your likes and subscribes and your comments. Never too late to subscribe and share with your friends. So quickly to touch on, what is the thematic approach? So it's like, let's say flowers. We take the theme flowers and everything that we do is based on that. So our books that we're reading and the things that we're writing is about flowers, even like there's math and science, even cooking, social studies, all of that, like it all just sort of ties in under this one theme of flowers, and we can have a lot of fun with it. Crafts, art, that's the thematic approach. Why would you want to include it? Why would we? Well, why do I? Because I love it. Maybe it is because it's the way that I was taught to teach, or that later on in some of my school settings, I had the freedom to do it this way. And you know what? Oh, I do. I really, really do love it for a variety of reasons. So let me give you my favorite ones. It's flexible. You are using the skills of learning. I mean, I love like the skills. It's interest-based. And don't we want to learn more when we're really like interested in the subject? It helps to still in love of learning. I mean, I do believe that when we are interested, it builds that, and it can be very hands-on, which is always a good thing to really incorporate all of our senses into our learning. How hard is it to include? It's not. It is not hard to include it at all. So let's look at it in two different ways. Let's start with if you were using a curriculum, like a full curriculum, because that's just, it helps you feel more comfortable with that. And you think, I want to add some more like themes into it. I've noticed that my child is interested in this, and I would love, what can I do? Well, let me say you could add to what you have right now, but do we really want to be adding additional things, extra time, like extra that? Or you could say, oh, maybe I'm not going to do this portion of the curriculum, and I'm going to do this unit instead. Or you could say, we've been working really well on our curriculum. I'm not going to do it for a week. We're just going to do a week with a thematic unit and have fun and really explore this interest. Okay, so you can do it that way. If you have a set one, you really can incorporate it in great ways. Or if you're not using a curriculum, the sky's the limit, really, isn't it? Yeah, so maybe you have been doing like something for English, and then you've been doing math like this way, and then like your different things, and they're in a way compartmentalized. Well, then let's just squish them up and let's put them together like under a theme. So if you haven't been using something that's giving you everything and you've sort of been like creating your own along the way, it really is actually quite easy to bring in a thematic unit that is interest-based, it's flexible, it's all of that. And one of the great things about like thematic units or this thematic approach is that if you have children of multiple ages, you can all do the one theme, the one unit. You just have activities set at different age and ability levels because your preschooler is not going to do what your fifth grader is going to do. But you can have all like that one lesson and then your activities based in age upon it. So that can be great for families that do have children of multiple ages. Now, there are many, many great resources out there. You don't have to be a writer. You don't have to know how to put curriculum together with all of this, that, and the other. You don't have to create your own. That's the beauty of it. There are many great resources out there. And so like Teachers Pay Teacher is a great one, that you can have a look and find units of work. And shameless plug, Pocket Packs. Like this is something that I have been introducing thematic units that I've been writing, and I promise that there are more coming because I love the thematic unit and I wanted to be able to make it easy for you. So you can come and have a look at my website, learningthis.life/pocket packs, to see what I have. And yes, more are coming. Teachers Pay Teachers. There are other families that I know that I'm following like on Instagram or like on Facebook that have thematic units. You can do a Google search. You don't have to create. You can find them created for you. And you just follow along and have a lot of fun with it. How to create a thematic unit. So you think you want to create one. Okay, really, let me just give you some tips on this because yes, to me, I find it easy and it's something that I love to do, but you can do it too. When we have like our younger children, like our preschoolers, kindergarten, this is great. Like you can start out like with just like the letters, let's say the letter P, and you look at like the colors pink and purple and how they're made, like animals, like penguins and porcupines, and you do crafts based on that and learn more about those animals. You learn tongue twisters like Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, like where is foods, eat pizza, eat and make and eat pretzels, all of these different things like with the P, or you could do the other way. You've got a book that you love and then you can be adding activities like with that book and researching and doing different things like based on that book. That's a great way of starting with our younger ones on thematic units. Now for our older kids, this is how we can create. So brainstorm first, like get their ideas. What are they interested in? Because you don't want to do a thematic unit on something that they're just not interested in, and then you pick your theme. And then from that, you've got your theme and you think, oh, what books can we read with that? Fiction, nonfiction, all of that. Like, is there any information we can find? Are there videos that we could watch that would go along with this theme? Always watch the videos first just to make sure, so we can tie like in videos, are there places to visit? Those are always 3 really good places to start with creating. We've got this. All right, we're getting this. Now, do I want to add like craft or like handicrafts or hand-on activities? Are there experiments? Do we want to cook with it? And you start getting your activities and you've got your books and you're just laying it all out. This is what we want to do. And then are there any other aspects that you want to incorporate? Like, is there a writing task? Or, do you want, like for your older ones, let's say you have middle school into high school, that they create like a project? Do you want to finish with a final project, like an oral presentation on something that they've learned or, that they've designed and made something? That is not necessary. But if you want to, you could. So we've got our books, our websites, our videos, our places to visit. We've got our activities. And then you just write down which day you're going to do what. To me, that's really how a thematic unit works. And it's all tied together. So it is actually easy. Start small, start with like one topic and a couple of things you can do. And then you can build out bigger as it becomes more natural for you. Possible topics. This is fun. Ooh, let's brainstorm. What are some possible topics that you could do as thematic units? Well, yes, there's flowers. Maybe there's foods of Europe, bread and butter, Christmas around the world. That's always a fun one to do. The ocean, animals. My girls, we did a unit on animal poop. Yes, because that's what they were interested in. And, we learned a lot. I know a lot about poo, but you know what? We followed along with that. Mountains, seas, planets, whatever it is, musical instruments. You just create your list and then you can go from that and either find the unit that goes with that or create your own. I'm sure that there are so many more. Give me 5 minutes and I could probably rattle off. But again, that's how easy it is. You can add the thematic approach to your homeschool curriculum. It really is easy. And, just get started. Just do a little bit and then you can add more to it. And hopefully then you'll see just how beautiful and enriching it is for your curriculum and for your education journey. Well, thank you so much for watching today and being part of a learning life. You can join us as a champion that helps to get these videos out. You can do that through patreon.com or my website, where you can also find the pocket packs, learningthis.life.